What's going on, everybody? I'm back again with another vlog, and today I'm going to be exploring the neighborhood of Washington Heights all the way uptown in Manhattan. I'll cover a few spots in this neighborhood, but I never made like a video about the neighborhood itself. It's a pretty interesting neighborhood, mostly Latino, hardly, mostly Dominicans. Awesome food over here, a lot of culture happening around here, so I'm going to walk all over. I'm going to explore some little secret gems happening over here. Then I'm probably gonna make my way to San Nicolas Avenue where the busy stuff happens, and then I'll probably end the vlog by Little Lighthouse, so join me. So Washington Heights is home to some big hospitals happening around here. I think it's Columbia University Hospital. And then I'm gonna walk over that way, and pretty much a lot of neighborhoods in Uptown, they look like that. I'm sorry if it's a little bit windy, but I got like nice apartment complex. This street over here, another main street that goes all the way uptown to Harlem, Amsterdam Avenue. If you keep walking further, they got like a lot of business, a lot of restaurants, cheap restaurants too. So I highly recommend, like if you want to get like a local experience of New York City, especially in Manhattan, then come all the way uptown so you can get a feel of it. So Amsterdam Avenue, it's not too busy, but you can see there's a lot of shops, mostly Spanish. From DR, they got dry cleaners here. You can wash your clothes and stuff. Pretty wide street too in a bike lane. They got barber shops, some deli stores too. This is by 164. Like I said, Washington Heights goes from 155th all the way up to 180th Street, 190. So pretty big. And then one of the main things is the George Washington bus terminal, where the bridge passes by and it takes you to Jersey, and you can do connections. And then I made a little detour over here to show you how quiet the street is. Like typical neighborhoods in New York City, you got a main avenue, then you cut through one of the regular number streets, and you get like apartment complex like this. Not sure how it is in the afternoon and the nighttime, but yeah. And then to my left side, you got a local park. Kids are playing there, and I gotta say it's another hot day. Not hot like it was last week. But it's a park, and I made a couple of vlogs in that park, which is the High Bridge, where there's like a little bridge that connects Manhattan with the Bronx. So I made a video when I was doing Sylvan Terrace, and I crossed it all the way to the Bronx and I turned back. But yeah, a lot of parts of Washington Square. It gets like, it's more peaceful than Midtown Manhattan at Central Park. And, you can find some peace and quiet. And like many of the parts you find in Manhattan, you get this rocks over here. Especially over this area, because we're up. There was a motorcycle. Especially in this area, because we're up in the hill. And if you go higher to Inwood, it's going to be all the way up in the hill. So, you got the regular neighborhoods like this one, apartment complex. And it's surrounded by park. And the river is to my left side, but you can't see it because of the rocks and all the stuff happening around here. And then over here is like the hidden gem in Washington Heights. Here you get a feel like if you're, in Brooklyn Heights with brownstone buildings like this. Like a lot of people, when they think about Washington Heights, they think about San Nicolas Avenue, the Dominican area, all the restaurants, but then we got beautiful houses like this with cobblestones. It's a beautiful, quiet street. There's a mansion right here, a park, and a nice attraction here that everybody should check out. A small street that is called Sylvan Terrace. So let's go walk there and check it out. This is a little hidden gem here in Washington Heights, a tiny street, Sylvan Terrace. Got all this row of houses. Kind of resembles a little bit like if you're in Philadelphia, with the little streets over there. Pretty small, but I think it's nice for, checking around here and getting some nice pictures. Beautiful building, how they preserve it. Even the basement and stuff. It'd be nice to live around a place like this, right? Even got the lamps and stuff here decorated. Cameras too, so they're watching you, security and all that. But yeah, pretty beautiful street. A pretty small, interesting street right here behind me. But then you can see the contrast over here, this street. Regular street here, a supermarket. This is a C-Town Fresh. If you go all over New York City, especially in neighborhoods like this is all like a popular brand, you know, like a chain. And I'm gonna walk over that way. I'm gonna make my way to one of the main streets in Washington Heights, San Nicolas Avenue. You're gonna see a lot of restaurants, a lot of activity going on there, street vendors and stuff, so let's check it out. It's over here at the beginning of San Nicolas Avenue. See a barber shop here. Not too busy yet, but one thing you're gonna notice in a lot of Spanish neighborhoods, specifically Puerto Rican and Dominicans, are the barber shops. I think they're, in my opinion, Dominicans are really good in cutting hairs. Not much happening over here because it's like an intersection, but I'm gonna walk to 175 so you guys can see the difference over there. Gotta see the more I walk around here, the hotter it feels. You gotta stay hydrated in the summer in New York because it can be pretty extreme sometimes and the humidity is pretty high. But then I just made a detour here. I think I'm gonna walk to Broadway because Broadway passes over here and it connects with San Nicolas Avenue. And then you're gonna see, you know, hopefully we see them, the street vendors and stuff. We should see them because it's summer, you know. And I think in the nighttime this neighborhood gets pretty lit too, you know. So here I am in one of the longest streets in New York City, Broadway, which I made a vlog a while ago by downtown, but it goes all the way up Uptown. Pretty beautiful street no matter which part you explore, whether you're uptown or downtown. You can see the nice architecture. You start seeing like a street vendor. And then ahead of me, you're gonna see this all over New York City, like a gourmet deli. There they got music playing too, Spanish music of course. Columbia Pharmacy. Just cross over here. And then the gourmet deli is just really popular in New York City, you know, delis like this. Amazing sandwiches and stuff, so they sell like a lot of healthy options too, like smoothies and stuff. One of my favorite sandwiches is the BLT, which is bacon, lettuce, and tomato. Pretty simple, but pretty, you know, pretty good. This is a Chase Bank, but look at the architecture, how beautiful it is. They probably got like more offices inside. 30 and 40. I just like the details of the building right here on Broadway. Pretty big building. Then they got like a restaurant in the corner. I think this is a hospital here to my left hand side. Ahead of me is where things gonna get pretty interesting. Once I make it at 170, it's gonna merge, you know, from Broadway. It's gonna connect with San Nicolas Avenue. That's where you're gonna start seeing it more busy, more people going out and doing things. So another thing you see in this neighborhood is all like the mix of Spanish with Chinese. Not sure this is a good restaurant, but I heard some Dominican Chinese restaurants are pretty good. So you got a street vendor, then I'm gonna walk ahead over here. Some people selling fresh fruits. You're gonna see it all up here in Uptown. A lot of neighborhoods outside, you know, Midtown, they sell nice fruits and stuff. They got some great restaurants over here and outdoor dining too, so. Then they got like some street art. A lot of businesses over here. Everything you need, you get it. From dollar stores, shops, restaurants, discount stores over there. Then ahead of me is gonna be the terminal. Another barber shop, like I say, all over the Heights, you're gonna find it. And then another deli here in the corner. Right here in the corner, another deli store. And across the street. Then another shop and you see brothers. Puerto Rican and Dominican flag, those are two brothers. See, I love exploring neighborhoods like this. They're trying to change the neighborhood little by little, but it's still, you know, it keeps this authentic vibe, you know, with the Latin culture, specifically Dominicans. So I think it's highly recommended that you guys come over here if you want to experience a nice culture and amazing food. So I'm just passing another deli. Okay, this is like a shop where they sell flags. I see a lot of Puerto Rican flags. A little bit of everything here. And they got a nice looking restaurant over here. Fish, seafood, outdoor dining right there. Pretty nice, right? There's a supermarket right across the street. Liquor store right here. Another deli. It's like pretty much deli stores all over next to each other. La Conde, so many food options. This is 175th. Pretty busy street. This is a beautiful, I guess it used to be like a theater, United Palace. The structure is really beautiful. This restaurant is pretty famous, El Malecón. I heard a lot of good things about it. And there you can see how they roasting the chicken and they cross. You see how they roast the chicken right here. It's pretty good. Wow, I can feel the heat from right here. And people just chilling, hanging out, It feels like you're in Latin America, a really beautiful vibe over here. Pharmacy, drugstore. Some of those cheap restaurants too. Beauty salons for the woman, your nails, anything you want to have done. They have it right here. And I think they're redeveloping this theater over here that looks pretty beautiful. It's a beautiful structural building. Then ahead of me is one of the busiest bus terminals, at least in this area. The George Washington Terminal, which they developed it a little bit. And it looks pretty nice. And over there you can take buses all over, especially in New Jersey. But yeah, I think it fits it up a little bit, and they got some stores and stuff, so it looks pretty cool. In this corner, I've been to this restaurant. I think it's this restaurant, and it opens 24 hours. And then look at this, how they set it up with the umbrellas and stuff. I think it's pretty nice. Rainbow Terrace. And the outdoor dining. Wow, this is cool. A lot of people here. Pretty busy area. But I love it so far. You can find everything. Restaurants, little Spanish, shoes, fresh fruits. Wow, amazing, right? And then ahead of me is the George Washington Terminal. So this is the George Washington bus terminal. You can even take a Greyhound from right here. And a lot of people that live around Bergen County, they commute over here and then they just take the subway. Hey, that's a Greyhound bus right there. It takes you all over the United States. New Jersey Transit. You can even take those vans for a couple of dollars and it takes you all the way from here to Patterson, New Jersey and other parts. And the George Washington Bridge goes all the way at the end. So now I'm just gonna make my way to 181, make a left and go check out the Little Lighthouse, but I think you guys are gonna love it. So this street is 181. Another main street here in Washington Heights, and pretty cool, they got stores and stuff. Apartments like this, another deli over there. And it goes up a hill and down the hill, and then if you go over that way, you're gonna get a nice view of the George Washington Bridge. So we're gonna walk down there, probably go another journey and make it to the Red Lighthouse. So here I am going down the hill, 181st Street. And ahead of me, I can see the George Washington Bridge. Some nice restaurants they got here. And you got the pride flag over there, cafe. Yeah, this over here is like a little bit more developed than San Nicolas Avenue. Like a little different vibe over here, I guess this is like a bakery too, not sure. But yeah. Then of course the apartment complex. I really like how they set up the outdoor dining. We're gonna cross the street over here. So here I am, behind me you see the George Washington Bridge. The Hudson River in New Jersey is right that way. So now I just gotta walk over that side, cross the bridge and go over that way. I'm gonna go all down the George Washington Bridge so you can see a little hidden gem over there too, which is the Little Red Lighthouse. which a lot of people, they don't know about the Lighthouse, but it's over here in the heart of Washington Heights. So I made a blog there like a couple of years ago, so I'm gonna go over there and do the last shots over there and wrap it up. So let's go. We cross the street over here, and I'm just crossing this busy highway over here. See the George Washington Bridge. So I'm just gonna make my turn ahead of me. It would be better if I had a bike. So I'm gonna go around and turn around to the other side. And then I like how the apartment buildings look over here. They look pretty cool, covered by this huge wall. It looks like a fortress, you know, protecting the buildings, right? Down here, the good thing, there's a lot of trees, so hopefully we get some breeze down here. It's crazy how it goes all the way down there. There's another highway over there. It's actually the one that heads downtown. So I gotta say, this is like a good workout. The bad thing about this road is I gotta share it with the bicycles and motorcycles. Right behind me. Highway over there. Come on, morning, I'm actually in the right spot. But it says go slow, respect others. So I guess they share it, you know, with the pedestrian, the bike, and the people, pretty much like Queensboro Bridge, you know. Then ahead of me is the George Washington Bridge. One of the busiest, I think it's probably one of the busiest bridges in the whole world. Connecting New Jersey with New York City, because I-95, Interstate 95 passes over here, you know. And then you can commute and keep going all the way up to Boston, Canada. And then when you go down south, you go all the way to Florida. So that's why I think it's pretty busy. That's it, guys. Really beautiful scenery. New Jersey over that way. That's Fort Lee, New Jersey, all over that way. Then you can see a little bit of Jersey City over that way, but it's a little bit, you know, foggy. Lower Manhattan, the Hudson River, the Little Red Lighthouse, and it keeps going all the way down there. So I'm right below the George Washington Bridge. So I gotta say, this is probably the best kept secret here in Washington Heights, and it feels so beautiful, the breeze and everything over here. It's like a little secret beach over here, you know, the rocks, Hudson River, New Jersey right there in the background. There's a few people there enjoying the weather. Then you see the big, huge bridge, George Washington Bridge. It's a monster. And by the way, you can cross it by feet from New Jersey to New York, but like I said many times, I'm scared of heights, and of all the bridges I cross, this is probably the scary looking bridge I've seen. It's so high, but maybe one day I'll just do it by bike. I think I'll be less scared if I do it by bike. But yeah, Little Red Lighthouse here in Washington Heights. I highly recommend that you come down here and explore. So that was the end of my video exploring Washington Heights. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Be safe out there, everybody. God bless y'all, and peace.